Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2 and our Boskara playthrough. So we are continuing here, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. We are getting ransacked by pirates pretty heavily. I read through some feedback, and there's always really good feedback in the comments, so keep it coming. I won't always do everything that's in the feedback, partially because my playstyle is a little different, and I forget, and I'm so used to doing certain things, but I will talk through some of the suggestions that were made and some of the things that I am going to do and not necessarily going to do while this is kind of shaken out here. But one of the first things was there's a recommendation to look at our leader, and I think that's always a good opportunity, especially at the beginning of the game. Partially because, you know, while you're in a hive mind government type, there's like a serious negative penalty that's disruptive for changing leaders, so it's going to make people unhappy. And if I had a lot of planets, there's the risk of rebellion, but I don't have any planets except for the one, so it actually wouldn't be much of a risk to dismiss my leader now if it was terrible. Looking at our leader, it does have a trait that I don't like, corrupt, because it's negative 20% colony corruption reduction, which costs us money. But industrialist is okay. I don't like the lack of population growth, but I do like the mining rate increase. Engineer's awesome, because you get all research bonus, and then generous, you lose some money from the ship maintenance savings. That matters more as your fleet scales, but at this point in the game, it doesn't make that big of a difference, just because we're not, we don't have a lot of ships. Later in the game, this will definitely be a problem. The risk I take, though, is that if I dismiss them, I could end up with somebody even worse. And I don't know if I'm ready to take that risk yet. I might take it, but I'm gonna wait a hot minute, just because we're still exploring, and I gotta build up some more ships. I don't even think we found another planet yet that is colonizable by us. Let's take a quick look here. We got the independent colony. The other thing that was recommended, and it's not a terrible idea, is to delete the troops. So I had the, you know, we have a lot of troops on the planet that are garrisoned, and then there's some more on top of that, and it's, you know, taking up resources. These things cost 200 credits every month, so, you know, you're looking at a couple thousand here, or 1,500-ish, but that was because I had the policy setting for troops set to very high on the attack troop level, so I lowered it down to normal. I'm not gonna I don't want to get in the business of micromanaging the troops too much. I do think it's worth having some troops on your home planet, just because, especially with high pirate difficulty, you run the risk of pirate raids like pretty frequently, and I don't want to have to deal with losing those, because then they steal resources. It really bumps up corruption. Like, things get pretty gnarly. So I'm not doing that at the moment, but I will probably dismiss some of the troops. The other thing is I kind of want to keep some troops available so that I can go take this system over as soon as possible. Although it doesn't make sense to keep them for years and years and years and pay the maintenance for them if it's going to be a long time before we get to the point where we can actually invade. Speaking of which, we'll take a quick gander at our current tech situation, because we did steal a couple techs. Made a little progress towards that, and that's actually basic troop transports, so might be worth shipboarding is what's needed next, and then basic transport systems, which we already have queued up, next. So I'm thinking we might run this after we get basic transport system done, and just get an early start on that. Kinetic weapons is almost discovered. We can add that to the list. Hybrid plasma weapons probably would be a good idea. I really do like torpedoes, though. Like, it's one of my favorite weapon types. Because it has the possibility of disabling the ship. This does have shield bypass, which can be pretty good. I'll bump that up the list. It's only 170 days. Take a look at my spy. Looks like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Exploration ships, we definitely have lost several of them, and some of them are just limping back. Some of them are completely disabled. So things are a lot of work going on. These shipyards and planets are getting a lot of work. Construction ships, a little dicey out there. I think I've lost several of them. We definitely have a lot of potential places to build mining facilities. Research, that's like the most important thing. Unfortunately, there's a threat there, so I can't realistically get in there and do anything about that at the moment. I do want to redesign Spaceport. I have the ship design on automatic right now, just so it can... I don't have to keep track of it. It just automatically upgrades over time. Yeah, plasma torpedoes are one of my faves. The small spaceport, can't do a whole heck of a lot with that right now. It is keeping these guys at bay, though. Like, they are surprisingly running away after they get hit a couple times with the torpedoes. Blow my ships up. The planet's going to spend so much time repairing the spaceport, there's not really going to be much actual construction happening on the planet's surface. Unfortunately, like, I would pay for some of these people to do protection agreements, but we're so universally disliked that there's really not much of an option. Like, these guys, potentially, but they're not the ones actually hopping in my system and invading it, so... a little extra money. Can't do much with cash right now. Early game. I mean, I say that, but we actually could build some more exploration ships. Get that going. Zoom out and take a look at where we have some stuff. Looks like we're mostly just exploring. We do have a couple mining stations up and running, including one just getting absolutely walloped. Yeah, there's no way it's surviving this. Alright, so they stole some money. Nothing too crazy. They're just gonna keep coming over here and harassing me. Can't wait till I build a big enough fleet to be able to actually disable and take out some of these pirates and get some of the tech. That's hopefully gonna happen relatively soon. I do have a decent amount of cash flow. Might be worth looking at getting a trying to get a fleet up and running. But I want to let the economy grow where I can. So I'm letting these small freighters, there's so many small freighters queued up to be built. I want to let as many of them build as possible so that they transport the cargo and everything. Right, evaded detection, stole starship maneuvering. Oh boy, that is a big fleet of enemies coming in to raid the spaceport. You know, I'll accept the treaty for now. Maybe. Getting pretty beat up here. They didn't raid, they destroyed. I'm a little surprised these ships are not oh, these are the ones that were pending repair. Yeah. Hard pirate difficulty is very hard in the early game. They just fly through and then just annihilate everything. Hopefully they leave the research center alone. Focus on that. We do have the ability to adjust our funding levels. Is it worth... We don't have any actual colony growth happening right now. Oh, you know what? This doesn't matter. Because you see, it's only using this much. But regardless of what I have these levels set at, it's not going to go any higher. Alright, are they jumping away yet? They are. Alright, that guy jumped. We're building a new spaceport. I'll pay a little protection. Unfortunately, those aren't the ones I need the protection from. They're just flying through and popping them. Bam, bam, bam. Destroyed, destroyed. Be nice if we can get this built up before the pirates come over here. Alright. It's up and running. Hopefully some of these things start repairing here instead. I'm gonna queue up some escorts. I don't know if they'll be worth anything. Mostly just curious to see if I get 10 or 15 of them and I stay by my spaceport, if the strength between all of them will be enough to at least injure. Alright, first military ship is up and running. Make a new fleet. I don't know where he's going, but... Oh, going to get fuel. Bad choice. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be doing that close to, we not have any weapons? Oh, we have laser cannons. That does nothing. Alright, storage systems are done. Kinetic weapons, that's really what I'm looking for. Then we could penetrate some shields. What I should do is all these that are being built currently, put them all into the existing fleet. You know, let's just fight back a little bit. I mean, it was enough to get him to go away. Oh boy, the hive's already out and about, huh? Always a little concerning. Alright, kinetic weapons are done. Thankfully, the critical research failure that we had happened, it looks like exactly at the same time we got it. So it didn't impact us too much. The kinetic weapons seem to do more damage and they'll bypass shields. So I'm thinking we switch over to those, at least for now. Tech-wise, we're stuck on this because we've crash researched it. We'll finish basic recreation systems. We'll add starship maneuvering into the pile. And then we'll add this to the queue. Although basic troop transports I'm going to insert there relatively soon. Alright, let's go ahead and I know I have automatic ship design in there, but yep, looks like long range cannon is being added automatically. Go ahead and do that. Retrofit at the spaceport or the planet. Whichever one, doesn't really matter to me. Hopefully more of these ships start transporting cargo. Well, it says the construction queue is very long, but it actually shouldn't be terribly long. Alright, let's go harass this guy a little bit. Early beam weapons, stole some stuff from them. Looks like we're beating down his shields a bit. Well, these guys are already upgraded. Oh, we didn't take out his engine in time. Ooh. Alright, another new spy. That's always good. They're just gonna steal tech. So what did we get tech or did we just steal most of it? Yeah, most of it. Alright, so this fleet's starting to help. Get back by the spaceport if we can. They're raiding our mining station. I want to retrofit at the spaceport. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna build a couple more escorts. I know it's, I mean, we got money to spare right now. Ultimately, I think I want to have at least a fleet that's gonna be able to hold up to a little bit of scrutiny. And what I really want is to be able to take out a ship and just start defending our planet. And if we could blow up a ship, maybe then down the road we can capture a ship. And we can start getting some tech out of it. Alright, we got enemy ship coming up here. I'll try to get nice and close. Oh, there's many ships. Alright, let's just try to jump out of here. That's just too much to try to fight off. We'll lose a couple, but that's fine. If it was like one ship or two ships, I'd stick around, but... Oh, they're chasing me. Alright, we're gonna go refuel at the mining station. Looks like they're hopping off for the most part. Took a couple hits there, but nothing too crazy. Uh-oh, agent captured and failed. Ooh. Alright, like these guys aren't the best, but it's something. Alright, we're starting to shoot this guy. Will it be enough? No, he took off. We're getting closer, though. We actually took down his shields and everything. Alright, a couple quick repairs here. We should be back in business. Alright, construction, locations. Look at some mining. Looks like there's a couple spots here we can tap into. Alright, basic transport systems are done. Hopefully means nothing there yet. Oh, we need basic transport system. Ooh, okay. Gonna be a minute for that. Wait, what are we missing? I'm up here. All right, let's keep plugging along for now. Way too far off from getting that. All right, let's see if there's any new... Nope, still the same old. Where's this at? You know, I'm gonna flag it just in case we can actually get over there. There might have been a pirate in there at the time. Ah, they killed it. All right, we need to start churning out some construction ships, more exploration ships. We'll let the planet do that. Leave the spaceport available for churning out escorts. We are up to 638 strength, which is not strong, but it's about the strength of one of the bigger pirate ships. So I'm hoping if the smaller ones are dumb enough to jump in here, we might be able to take them out. 10,000 credits, huh? Decent amount. They're just raiding it. They're not destroying it. Theoretically, anyway. I'd really prefer they don't wipe this out. Kind of waiting for the last two to get built, and then I'll hop the whole fleet over to get fueled up. Actually, had some Kazlan being dropped off there. Getting spoiled. All right, let's hop over here and refuel. All right, we're all good. I want to hop down here, see if I can intercept these guys. Oh boy, looks like there's actually a lot of them. See if we could scare them off one at a time. We actually damaged them. We didn't take them out, but we damaged them. That guy we took out. Raised cannibalism. Okay, unfortunately it's early game, so like the chance of going to war is pretty slim. See if we can pick up these superstructures, get anything out of them. We got some detailed maps. Early game, that's pretty good. Did we ever... No, I'm gonna flag that again. I don't see any pirates over there now. Alright, exploration ships, we're back up to 12. Construction ships, we have 9. We were down to 5, so... more is better. Maybe they could start constructing some of this stuff. Alright, let's see if we can hop over here. Is it going to jump or is it going to try to fly us over there? Oh good, it's jumping. He's gonna get away. Oh. There's more. That's too many. I don't want to be here for that. Sometimes discretion's the better part of valor, as they say. See if this guy's actually dumb enough to engage us on his own. There we go. Very nice. Alright, I need more exploration and more construction. So let's get both of those out there. I am using up most of my free cash flow building these ships, but that's okay. What the money's there for. Still have not found a planet I can actually colonize. Once we discover the colony tech, that is. They're just gonna keep harassing me, aren't they? Let's hop up here. I feel like they're gonna be coming over here. Oh, no, they're coming here. Looks like these guys are making a run on my spaceport. Close. Alright, we've taken a couple of them out. Yeah, there's no way I'm bailing them out. Well, I could try, I guess. And they're just gonna steal resources from it. It's not like they're gonna... Oh. Hello. That's bold of you. I'd like to take one of those big guys out at least once. He's jumping. He's gonna get away. Alright, so all of our agents have been captured, unfortunately. I should... Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I should probably lower the aggressiveness of what they're stealing, but at the same time... It is, they're stealing the most basic techs and still not working. Alright, hopefully these guys pick up something good from these, remains. I know you can get tech and stuff from them. It'd be really nice in the early game. Alright, we're about to be done with medical research. I think I want to get early beam weapons next, and then maneuvering. That'll make us a little quicker. Basic countermeasures is really cheap. Might as well knock that out. System patrol ships. That can be worth it. I mean, all these are going to take a very long time. There we go. Accurate point defense. Right. Is that independent colony still kicking around over there? It is. We're nowhere near ready to actually try to take it yet. Eventually we will be. Alright, let's see if we could jump up here. Really? It's not going to try to jump? All right, we got the other research station up and running. That's great. That's going to accelerate our research by quite a bit. Ah, we actually took one of them out. Very nice. I mean, I'm just gonna keep harassing these guys. Hopefully I can just kill enough of them off that it won't be a problem. Alright, we got 17 exploration ships going, 12 construction ships, so things are moving forward. A couple new mining locations. Let's tap into those while we can. I'm hoping we're getting pretty close to repairing these ships, because they're all just kind of piling up waiting for repairs at this point. Nope, they're going out to my research center again. Stop what they're currently doing. Send everybody down here. Ah, they blew up the research center. That's a bummer. We're gonna have to build another one. think they're making a run on my spaceport, but I'm able to. It seems like I'm able to fend them off okay. Got some independent traders here. I don't know what they're trading here. And they are really bent on harassing me. We might lose a couple ships here. It just depends how much of a fight they put up. Looks like we lost one, which honestly isn't too bad. Man, this destroyer hit hard. I guess we'll let them keep raiding this. I mean, we're getting more resources. We're finding more resources out in the wild anyway. Oh, nice. If we can get that, that would be amazing. I don't think we're anywhere near strong enough to do it, but it'd be nice. You know, we have the money. I probably should talk to some of these pirates and get our, what you call it, spies back. All right, so a little over 100,000. Who else has a spy of ours? I kind of don't want to discover the other empires, because they're all going to hate me and want to attack me. So here, why don't I introduce you to some other pirates? What do you think about that? Alright. Got a couple spies back. Hopefully that will help us. In the long run. Alright, we're working on Command Center now. Then we'll get Spaceport V2. That should be a nice upgrade for our defenses at the planet. Oh, modernization ruins. The question is, will this attack us or will it join us because we are Boskara? we'll take out these weaker ones because we're right next to them. And then we'll make a push for the bigger boys. Go after this one because it's right here. Aha, it's not getting away. Very nice. But now we gotta wait for that to get repaired. Oh no, they're angry. Are they gonna run off? Part of me hopes they do, just because we took a beating. We're definitely gonna lose some ships here. There we go, hyperdrive offline. And slowly but surely that one is gone too. We need to get some repairs done. This is rough. I think we're gonna be able to fight them all off. I feel like I'm starting to have a problem even taking out the small ones. Alright, successfully stole shipboarding. Nice, I think that's the last thing I needed for troop transports. Crazy cannibalism, nothing I can do about that. We haven't found anybody really to go to war with yet. Improved countermeasures, nice. And we have taken a beating. So we're closer to this one, so let's just lay in on that. Wow. Well, we lost a lot of ships, but we managed to take out a ton of pirates. I'm hoping what that means is stuff will fly around, scoop up the remains. Man, they're not letting go. They are not letting go. At this point, I don't even want to kill him. I just want to scare him off. Get him out of here. That just set us back quite a bit, unfortunately. Let's scroll and see if we can find any of these new materials that we're discovering. Looks like most of them got auto flagged. So I'm assuming I'm just losing my entire fleet here, which, you know, it is what it is. Not ideal. We'll have to rebuild. You know, I never even looked at which pirates those were. I'm wondering if they were a different group. Well, whatever it is, they beat the heck out of me. Alright, well, I'm going to call it quits there for today. Feel like we made some progress. Not great. I mean, we lost most of our fleet. A little over half. We did leapfrog forward in tech quite a bit. I still have this queued up to be built. We look at our construction ships, we still have 13 of them kicking around. Most of them are flying out there building mining stations. And then exploration ships, we're up to nearly 20, and most of them are still exploring and not completely annihilated. So we're still making progress. Not as much as I would have hoped, but it is progress nonetheless. Looks like these guys are slowly getting happier with us. Part of me wants to just bribe them, because they are hitting me real hard, but that's all right. Yeah, so the next episode, I think what I'm going to do is try to replenish my fleet as much as I can. This tech will be done, so I'll have a little retrofitting to do. Construction Yard version 2, once that's done, will give me a better spaceport and help with some of the defenses. Let's see what I got here real quick. Rapid point defense. And then ship designs, we should have... No, we still don't have it. I thought we got boarding... Good boarding down here, okay. We got to get that done. That's got to get done sooner than probably base construction, because that gives me assault pods. Once I have assault pods, I can get troop transports. System patrol ships will give me frigates, and that's what we're going to focus on next episode. Thank you for watching. Like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more in the future, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.